How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be counting down my top 10 summer feel-good movies. So without further ado, let's hop in. Coming in at number 10, we have Dazed and Confused. This movie, very, very cool. It's actually Matthew McConaughey's first movie. It follows a group of teenagers on the last day of school. You have the older kids that they're celebrating the last day. They end up going to a little keg party. They're kind of, these pot smokers, these 70s teens. You start to kind of fall in love with the group. They're really, really cool. And then the incoming freshmen are avoiding a lot of hazing from the older guys as the newbies. So there's kind of the dynamic there. You see the dynamic of all the popular kids, the cool kids, the outcasts, like I said, the pot smokers, and kind of just what the last day of school is and the parties and the adventures that this group of teens have. It's something that everyone kind of, likes to have. Everyone has their own little small group that they hang out with and their own dynamic. So it's fun to follow this new group of teenagers that we see in this movie. Super funny movie, very cool. Ben Affleck, it's one of his first movies as well. It's a great one, Dazed and Confused. Coming in at number 9, we have Superbad. This is the movie that really put Jonah Hill on the map. Another kind of teen movie with this group of friends that want to, they're kind of nerdy guys, but they're going to a party. They want to be able to make it in the party. These two friends that are literally inseparable, they're like this, end up realizing they're going to different colleges. But you know what? Last couple of days of school, they want to make it worth their while. So like I said, they go to a party, and it just shows kind of the dynamic of these guys trying to fit in, that end up having a great time at a party. And you know what? I say a great time, but I say that very loosely because there's a lot of stuff that happens within the movie, but it's absolutely hilarious. We have the iconic McLovin and he's got this fake ID and his dynamic with cops as he's going and doing all this illegal stuff. Super, super funny. Seth Rogen's in the film too. Superbad, it's just a great one. Very summer feel, very fun high school feel to it. It's a great one. You gotta watch it. Number 8, we have Back to the Future. This one, another, we got high schooler Marty McFly in this movie. And it tells the tale of him and Doc, who end up forming this relationship, and they go back to the future. They go back to the time of when Marty's parents were in high school, and you get to kind of experience that whole 60s vibe, the whole 50s, 60s vibe, when, his parents are at their prom and all this stuff, and kind of, it deals with the whole grandfather paradox of, oh crap, if my parents don't meet, then I'm never born, so I gotta solve this and I gotta fix it and make it how it should be. Really cool movie. It's filmed from the 80s, so it's got that real cool vibe to it. Some great music. The iconic Marty McFly played by Michael J. Fox. This one just makes you feel super good, and it's got a real summer vibe to it. And that's the first Back to the Future movie. Number 7, we got The Hangover. So this one's a little different than the other ones because it doesn't deal with teens, but we have this guy, Doug, that's about to get married, and him and his friends go to Vegas, and they just get absolutely sloshed. They have a great party, great time, and when they wake up from their hangover, because they were all drunk out of their mind, there's a lot of things that are all weird, all different. Where's so-and-so? What happened to this? What happened to that? And they're trying to kind of figure out what happened and recollect their steps, and it's just a hilarious movie. Zach Galifianakis, you kind of just go through the adventure of what happened last night and why is this missing? Where is so-and-so? How did this happen? All these questions of just an epic party that they had the night before. Super funny movie, lots of crazy stuff that happened, but it's one that you kind of watch and you're like, man, like that's so funny that happened. And like, if I was in that situation, what would I do? It's a great movie, very summer vibe to it. As you know, summer, school's out, everyone's kind of hanging out, having a good time. So just a great comedy to kind of watch with your friends. Number 6, we got The Goonies. So we talked about these teen movies, then we talked about this guy getting married. Now we're talking about little kids. These little kids, it's a group of them. They find this treasure map in an attic, and it seems to be the map to a lost treasure. So these little kids, they go on an adventure, they try to find this treasure, and there's a bunch of obstacles on their path, on their journey that they face, but these little kids are resilient, and they go and they go in search for this treasure. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those that even though we're not searching for treasure, it's like it makes you want to go out and kind of go on adventures with your friends. Very fun movie, very funny, a lot of good humor, and it's just one of those movies that makes you feel real good inside, makes you feel real cozy. Some good acting for these little kids. And you get to see the dynamic of their relationships with each other. Very, very fun movie, very feel-good movie, and that's The Goonies. Number 5, we got Grease. Everyone loves the whole 50s vibe. Some people are fans of musicals, some aren't, but I personally do like musicals. We got John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, and it kind of follows friendships and romance during this time in the 1950s with lots of iconic songs. In this film, very, very cool. It has just a very cool vibe to it. You know, it makes you want to go to some old school retro diner in California. Very, very fun, very cool style the Greasers have. And you get to follow a very cool kind of teen romance. You know, everyone's kind of gone through that experience. So to be able to watch it on film is very, very fun and very cozy and comforty kind of feeling. Super cool movie, great ending, lots of, like I said, lots of good songs. Travolta ain't the best singer in the world, but I'll give him a pass because this movie is very cool, very summer vibe, and just a cool one to be able to watch with friends. Number 4, we got The Sandlot. We got our boy Scotty moving into this new place and forming friends with some of the kids. And you know, they like to go play some baseball. Sandlot, not only an iconic baseball sports movie, but it's just a very cool summer movie. It's one you got to revisit every once in a while. You know, you see the adventures these kids go on. And the trouble they get into as well. Very cool movie, very summer vibe. Makes you want to go out and just play some sports with your buddies, get together, you know, throw on some music, and have a good time. Classic movie, The Sandlot. We love a good little adventure movie. Number 3, we got Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Super cool movie from the 80s. You know, we got Matthew Broderick playing Ferris Bueller, and he fakes being sick to have the day off. And you follow the adventure of him and his friends doing all sorts of crazy stuff. You know, they get the real nice car, and they realize, oh crap, the dad's gonna notice that it's been driven because of the mileage, so they start driving it backwards, trying to reverse the miles. It's a really cool movie, a lot of kind of little like ignorance and being naive in this movie that all teenagers have. But it's a feel-good movie. You know, Ferris Bueller, iconic character. He's the type of guy that you want to be your buddy. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. He's not the best influence in the world, but super cool movie, no less. You know, you get to see them hanging out in the pools and all this stuff, just kind of not a care in the world. It's a great movie. That's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Number 2, we got Jaws. Now, I know what you're thinking. This isn't a summer movie. This is going to make me want to avoid the beach. And kind of, yes, but it is a cool summer feel-good movie because it's so iconic. You know, of course, we got the iconic monster that Jaws the shark is. And the gentleman, and we got the guys that are, you know, in pursuit trying to take out this murderous shark. But it's a really cool movie. I know. You guys probably think, oh, well, now I'm not going to go to the beach because if I watch Jaws, I'm going to be scared. Man up. That's all I got to say because it's a great movie. It's got a very summer vibe to it, of course, because it's dealing with the ocean and stuff. But it's a cool one. It is a thriller. And yeah, it might not make you go to the beach, but it's just one of those you can kick on with friends late at night in summertime. You know, you don't have to worry about school or anything like that. Grab some popsicles, just kind of hang out and watch the movie. Jaws is iconic. What can I say? Number 1, we got The Breakfast Club. Now, this one deals with a group of students from all different social classes, all different friend groups, all different, you know, cliques that come together. They all got the tension. So they got to kind of spend the whole day together. And they're all very different. They don't really know each other, but you get to see the dynamic of how these different people can kind of come together and form some type of friendships and relationships. You see the arguing that goes on within them. You see the internal conflicts, and you get to kind of see the background of all of them and what they deal with. Even though, you know, you got a jock, you got a smoker, you got this rich girl, you got the quiet emo girl, you got the nerd. But they're all a lot more similar than you think. This is a fantastic feel-good movie. It teaches you a lesson about people, not to judge, but to be inclusive to everyone. Super great movie, one of the best movies of all time, in my opinion. Go check that video out. And yeah, it's just a great one. It's a classic. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment what you want me to do next in terms of a video. I would love to take your requests. But be sure to subscribe. Once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm giving away a $100 Amazon gift card, so don't miss out on that opportunity. Subscribe, like, and comment on 2 videos, and you'll be automatically entered. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.